Welcome to the Mountain West Hockey League 2019 Championship Games. I'm Stephen Pocenti, and this is...
I'm JJ Wilder.
And we are pleased to be here, like I said, in Las Vegas. This is the championship game between the Breckenridge Vipers and the NorCal Ice Raiders. Tell me a little bit about the Ice Raiders, JJ.
The Ice Raiders are the Sierra division in the MWHL, and they are last year's they're the defending champions. So I think they want it pretty bad again this year.
How many games did they win this year?
All of them.
All of them?
They won every game. They've been undefeated since they played Breckenridge 2 years ago.
Oh my gosh, and Breckenridge in 2016 actually made it to the championship, but they didn't quite make it far enough. They didn't win that year, JJ.
They lost to the San Diego Skates, but they're back this year, and let's see what happens.
Yeah. And the Breckenridge Vipers were the champions of the Rocky Division this year. Solid team, similar to your NorCal Ice Raiders. So, thank you very much. Enjoy the hockey tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and keep on watching. We'll see you between periods.
Perfect. That was great. It actually seriously was.
Thanks. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2019 Mountain West Hockey League Championship. What was just happening was the division championships, the Sierra Division. NorCal Ice Raiders just got their trophy, Rocco, and the Breckenridge Vipers got the Rocky Division trophy. I'm Stephen Pocenti.
This is Rocco Camarada coming to you guys live from the Sobey Ice Arena. It's great to be here with everybody and looking forward to a great matchup here.
Okay, so strap yourselves in, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting ready for some hockey once again between the NorCal Ice Raiders and the Breckenridge Vipers. And the face-off has taken place. The scrim in the middle.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Las Vegas, the Fiesta Rancho Hotel and Casino, and the 2019.
The Vipers are in the white jerseys tonight, going from our right to their left. Oh, and the goalie jumps out and saves that puck. Face-off off to one side. Once again, the Vipers are
NorCal Ice Raiders
in the white, going right to left, and the Breckenridge and the NorCal Raiders, Ice Raiders, are going from left to right.
Steve, what I wanted to say early on is both teams want to get the puck deep. Long ride here for both teams, so of course you want to get your legs going right away here, right off the puck drop. Get some pucks deep, get a couple checks, take the body, and keep everything real simple here right off the bat.
A long stretch pass going through the neutral zone. The Vipers bringing it out of their zone. Makes it past. Flips it in towards the goalie.
Play.
Oh, into the boards. Ice Raiders bringing it around the net. Like Rocco said, it's trying to get your legs underneath you right now is the most important thing. Kind of feeling each other out.
Yeah, keeping it very simple. That's the most important thing to do right now. In my career, I always wanted to, especially on the road, you want to get that puck deep and really, really, really get your legs going here, get into the game, and get a couple good checks on.
Oh, and it just about across the line. Number 4 gets it down in their zone, ready for a line change. Number 22, Nickel, hits the ice. A couple decent hits so far, Rocco. The Vipers working it around.
Yeah, so far the Vipers definitely have the advantage in ice time in the NorCal zone. That's certainly evident.
So there was a shot on net. You know, those sticks have a mind of their own. When they're going to break, they're going to break. Shot from the point.
All too often, Steve, you see so many big plays, especially in the NHL when we all watch them. But you know, if you watch hockey like I do, and you're around so many different leagues, you see so many key plays and sticks break, and it just seems to happen at all types of moments.
So icing, the Ice Raiders get it down there. The playoff or the face-off's going to come back into the Viper zone, or the Ice Raider zone. Number 20 wins the face-off. Ice Raiders clear the zone.
That's a great heads-up play there, ringing it around the boards. So many times in today's hockey, you find it so that's a great hit. So often that you use the boards.
Oh, just over that crossbar there, Rocco.
It's a nice backhand.
If keeping it simple is really important right now. And he takes it behind the net.
It's a nice reverse.
The Ice Raiders clear their zone. Vipers get it back in. He works it around, forcing the issue a little bit right now. Nice little breakout
there you go,
out
go,
to
go,
neutral
go.
zone.
That's it. That's a nice play. NorCal is still looking to get their first shot, Steve-O.
Oh, my gosh. So LeBeau works it behind the net. He takes it up to his left winger, makes it outside the zone. Works it back to Giron, number 20 on the Ice Raiders. Back up the boards, back up the middle. Sobieski, oh, and a nice little breakup of that play. Active sticks in the passing and shooting lane, Rocco, are crucial right now.
Always so important, Steve-O. Active sticks, we teach it. Today's youth, with the teams I coach, I just preach, stick on stick, stick on stick, stick in lanes.
They almost got the first shot on net, and it's at the
5-minute mark.
5-minute mark into the first period so far. 15:03 left in the first period, and the shots on goal right now are nothing firm, but probably about 6-0. There's a shot.
And a good one.
Good blocker. Good blocker save coming in the left side.
No, he might be. No, that's a nice play by that defenseman.
It was.
Number 8.
Didn't overextend it. He's got number 4 on this side. 21 bringing it up to the left side. Gets another shot on net right into the breadbasket of that goalie.
See, and that's what NorCal has to do to be successful, I think, Steve-O. They have to get that puck up the ice quick, D to D, up to their forwards, and carry it across, because the Vipers' defense are give them a little room to operate with down there. That's for sure, and they can come in and get that shot off.
Yeah, get that shot off and maybe get somebody in front of the net to bang it in. That would be a good idea. So
let's see what they call here. You got to think that that's goalie interference. Yeah, that's what it's going to be.
We took a heck of a tumble. You know what? You never know if he's pushed into him or what the situation is. But when he gets contacted, Rocco, it's getting interference on. And looks like number 2.
Nope, I think that's 22, Steve-O.
Yeah. 22. I should maybe get new glasses. So number 2, Nickel. He's a defenseman for the NorCal Ice Raiders.
Maybe it's because your eyeballs are awfully cold here, being so close to the ice as we are, Steve-O. So we apologize to everybody out there that we from time to time, if we say heads up, that means that the puck is literally coming at our heads. Yeah, so we're right on top of the action, which is actually really cool and pretty exciting.
It's almost like we're in the game. So so number 22 did get that penalty, and then they worked it in behind the net. Oh, nice little spin move. Nice little spin move behind. And gets a nice shot on net.
Nice shot and an even better save.
Yeah, right pad save for the
by our tendy, Mac Reamy.
So 1 minute 15 seconds left in the penalty, and there's a whistle. We're at the 6:44 mark of the first period. The score right now is still 0-0, but the Ice Raiders are still one man down for 1 minute and 15 seconds. Lost the draw back into his zone, takes behind the net. And they got a little breakout system going on. Once again, a good stick by the NorCal Ice Raiders player. Number 14 on the Vipers brings it in. Oh, gets a shot. Here's some pipe.
Yeah, that hit off the outside of the post.
Yeah, sometimes it's amazing how people will take bad angle shots and give the other team a breakout. And that wasn't a bad angle shot, but it did give them a breakout. Nice pass in the neutral zone. Number 89 across ice.
Just to touch on that, Steve-O, so many times, especially on the PP or the power play, a guy gets a shot from the half boards, and if he misses that shot wide, especially short side, it's a breakout and a possible offensive opportunity for the penalty killing team.
Bringing it in the center, and it gets a slap shot away just a little bit on the outside of the left post. The goalie was ready for it, but it was one of the nicer shots of the day.
That's kind of a crazy play here coming across. The guy coming across the blue line, it should have been offsides. It was offsides by about 2 feet, but the linesman was in a really weird position to make that call.
Still 10 seconds left in the power play for the Vipers. Works it in, and the defenseman tries to get a shot away, and just about 5 feet to the right of the net. Gets it back to the defenseman, and gets a shot. A couple
save.
Shots off. First goal of the game comes at the 9:06 mark of the first period, making it 1-0 for the Breckenridge Vipers. They seem to be controlling the game a lot more.
Well, yeah, especially on that power play, and the goalie made a couple of really nice saves. He came over committed too far on the post closest to us, and when he slid back, his pad actually knocked the puck in the net on the wraparound, or attempted wraparound, anyways.
Ice Raiders player brings it up the middle.
It's a nice shot.
First goal scored by number 9, Tim Senator.
That goal was by number 9, Senator from Battenberg, number 74. The Vipers' first goal. Well, the Vipers have some nice systems getting out of their zone. They do get out of their zone easier. That could be a combination of their systems and the Ice Raiders really not putting a lot of pressure on them, Rocco.
The Vipers really spread out nicely.
Oh.
And their heads up, and their D get right around, heads up. The play is literally right underneath our nose here, everybody. So.
Nice of you to bring up my nose once again, Rocco. So just because I'm about 2 feet back from the glass and my nose is hanging over the ice. Okay, works it into the middle. Enough about my nose. Number 5 works it. Oh, he's going to just get a shot, hopefully on net. Just work it in. You know what? Hey, the Vipers so far have been winning a lot of the battles. Okay, here we go. Number 22 once again on the Ice Raiders. Works it around.
Oh, that's a nice move. Oh, there it is.
Oh. He worked it in one-handed around the player, and his player almost got it in the short side.
That was a great opportunity. A great opportunity. Nice play by 22 there. Individual effort.
Yeah.
And just got away from him, but the rebound came right to his line mate, and he had a really good opportunity. I thought it was open net. I can't believe he didn't score on that.
Okay, so the Vipers' stretch pass attempt to number 72 doesn't quite make it. Once again, Nickel breaks up the play. He's seemingly right now one of the guys out there with legs. Gets it back, attempts to get it to his defenseman, but it's tipped a little further. Number 72 brings it in. Oh, just misses that pass in the middle. Oh, nice back check.
You got to be strong on your stick there and get that puck deep. You cannot give that puck away in neutral zone like that.
Looks like there's another penalty being called.
It's going to be an interference or, yeah.
Some of the players aren't very happy with it. You can hear that verbally.
And I think it's 22 that got that penalty who got the previous penalty.
Oh, he did.
You know what? And he's definitely doing the most out there for NorCal at this moment.
He's got the most offensive chances, but also trying really hard to make things happen to a point that he's put them in the hole a couple times.
It's a fine line, Steve-O. It's a fine line. And
oh, the goalie made the stop, but it went up his body, over his left shoulder, and in the net. Yeah. So at the 11:49 mark, or 39 mark of the first period, the Vipers scored their second goal.
What happened is Remy, he's been pretty sharp all day, but that one I think he probably would like to have back, Steve-O. That his stick blade was tilted up in the air a little bit. It wasn't a very strong shot, and it just kind of trickled over his stick, over his shoulder, and into the net. So certainly one that he'd like to have back, but he's been playing pretty strong in net, and he's certainly seen a lot of rubber so far with the legendary John Van Beesbrook. And we had about an hour conversation one time, and he was scouting for the USA Junior National Team, and he told me, he said, Rocco, he goes, you know, I have played goalie in the National Hockey League for.
Okay, the Vipers bringing it in. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah,
there,
no
Rocco.
problem. No.
Okay, trying to take it back. Anyway, that goal was scored by number 72, Weinicki, and assisted by number 20, Juron. Back to that story, Rocco.
Just to finish that up, he said he didn't even know what he was scouting because all the goalies were just big and they were just shot blockers, right? So he said he was having such a hard time scouting players as opposed to his day where guys were somewhat small, like our very good friend Pokey Reddick, who we all know and love here. He was more of a smaller guy, but very athletic. And the goalies today are all technique and large, and when they go down in that butterfly position, they still take up a lot of the net because they are so tall.
I'd swear some of the goalies, growing up in Edmonton, Alberta, where Grant Fuhr, some of the goalies now on their knees are taller than Grant Fuhr was standing in erect position. Anyway,
heads up here.
They're working it up the board, sending it in the corner. They're doing a lot of things well, the Vipers are. Working it in the corner and keeping it in the zone. Number 22 seems to be just out there doing everything.
Sean Weiss, he has to get his legs moving here, number 2 for NorCal, and he has to get that puck deep. That's twice.
Touched not a high stick. It's almost there. They were looking for that.
NorCal is having one heck of a push right now.
Oh, my gosh. You know what? They got another shot on net there. They had gone from being badly outnumbered as far as the shots on bin from that trip in from Northern California maybe exhausted them. Oh, nice little hit, pinches him off. A lot of people don't realize, Rocco, hitting isn't to kill the guy. It's to separate him from the puck a lot of times.
That's exactly what you're looking to do, just separate the guy from the puck. Small guy like me, I couldn't kill anybody out there, and nor did I try. I just tried to separate, just a little bit of separation, so I get the puck and move it right away.
And Juron, who got oh my gosh, open ice hit in the middle, put him on his butt. His stick is still flying a different direction, Rocco. But
and if 64 there for the Vipers didn't, is that 64 or 54? So, yeah, 54. If he didn't make that check,
it would have been a breakaway.
It would have been a breakaway for sure.
Yeah, nice observation. Okay, well, they got some sustained pressure for one of the first times all day the Ice Raiders do. Works it around. Touches it to his player in the corner. Oh, tries to get a shot and the rebound. If someone was there, it would have been good, but no one was. Okay, the Viper player is going to beat them to the puck, but no!
And like I said before, heads up, and we just had a puck, folks, literally just whiz by our heads about 1 foot. And as you said earlier about your nose, Steve, we're both Italians over here, Rocco Camerata, Stephen Pocente, and I'm just lucky that I have a little Greek in my family for that nice little small Greek nose that my mom has.
Lucky because it was a foot away from you and 6 inches away from me. So face-off happens, takes it over to his right D. Vipers bring it in. Right winger. Oh, nice little feather pass. And the goalie makes the stop and covers it up with his big catching mitt.
And see that time, Stephen, he played that perfectly. He had his stick facing the ice like it needs to be, and he made that save very easily.
Okay, so the face-off is on the left of the goalie. The goalie's all set up. The Vipers win that. Oh, got a nice shot off. Hit the goalie in the shoulder, but the net is off its moorings right now, which is a stoppage of play and brings the face-off once again to the goalie's Remy's left. Well, after some sustained pressure down there was the Ice Raiders have picked it up a lot in the last 10 minutes. There's 4:26 left in this period. Score currently is 2-1, even strength. Viper player tried to get it back in and got it off his players skate. Keeps it in the zone. Vipers get it out, number 4. Kind of a gentle pass to his player. Stays on side, tries to get a shot away. Oh, there was a wraparound, but luckily the defenseman on the Ice Raiders had the other guy tied up. Oh, an uncalled for pass to, and picks it. Oh, and a nice little touch, but the goalie was there.
Nice touch, great deflection, and a great save by the goalie.
And there's some of that. I don't know if I care for it. You know, the play was already over. The guy didn't really do much, but some people
especially with a guy with a mask, a full cage on. I mean, nothing against the guy. You know, he wants to keep the pearly whites nice and pretty, but you have to. Guys with the full cages, they tend to be a little more courageous there at the end of the play,
especially smaller ones. So he tries to keep it in. They have taken it behind the net. Oh, cross ice pass. No icing is called by the referee decisively. Behind the net, over to his player, and a nice little breakout by the Ice Raiders. Bouncing it off his pads.
See, Steven, you know what I would like to see NorCal do there in those situations where it's almost a controlled breakout, and Breckenridge isn't forechecking as hard as they would normally do. But if it's a controlled breakout like that, I'd like to see NorCal send 2 of their wingers up the boards, or have 2 of them start out high and come back hard for a nice play or a nice hard pass from their defenseman, just to stretch things out a little bit.
Great observation. Up some more sustained pressure, then a good hit down in the Ice Raiders, or the Vipers zone, the defensive zone. Ice Raiders are putting some good pressure. 2 men on 1 right now, which will always leave somebody open. Oh, tried for a one-timer. The Viper player pokes it up to his player, number 37, bringing it in.
It's a nice play.
Oh, and a nice stop by the right pad of the goaltender. Well, we've got 2-on-2 action. Nicely tips it by the defenseman on the Vipers. Ice Raider player almost gets to tip it in. Bounced over his stick. Another hard hit. Both players hitting the ice. Nichols pinched. Oh.
The goalie didn't even see that. That's on net. That's a goal.
Oh. And a nice shot once again.
And
but
nice save by that goaltender down there.
The Viper goalie made the save, but the NorCal player wanted to make friends down there, it looks like, and the Vipers weren't letting that happen. They were kind of yanking him off, and
great job hanging on to that
gentle fashion.
I believe that's J.R. Engelbert in nets.
There's 1:33 left in the first period. That means 18:27 has gone past, and the score right now, once again, is 2-1. NorCal Ice Raiders are getting a lot more pressure and a lot more shots, and probably necessitate this the close score that's happened. There are a couple, like you said, Rocco. If they were on net, they would have been in because the goalie didn't quite see them. Number 6 bringing it in from the right side. Wants to get a shot away. The goalie snags it in that big catching mid of his. 1:04 left in the first period.
We got a good seesaw battle here, don't we, Steven? It's been going back and forth. If not for those 2 power play tallies for Breckenridge, we might have a 1-0 game here in favor of NorCal.
Yeah. I don't know if we've seen a Viper, a NorCal power play yet, but that would probably help them. 1 minute.
We haven't.
1 minute left in the first period. Works it in. The Viper player picks up some speed. And once again, the goalie gets his large right pad down.
We almost got a stick and a puck both of them that time, folks.
We had to back up on that one. It's kind of a precarious position we're in. We're in some scaffolding that's right on the glass down in one of the zones, but there's a lot that happens right in front of us. Yeah. 35 seconds left in the first period. Once again, the guests, which is the Vipers, have 2, and the NorCal Ice Raiders 1. We don't currently have shots on goal right now, but I'll try to get all that for you between periods. Face off at center ice. That's where the puck did go out there. Oh, Viper play. Oh, and a nice snag out of the air. They was changed directions on the way to the net. And number 41, the goalie, Remy, for the Ice Raiders, snagged it out of the air efficiently. 25 seconds left in the first period.
Great hand-eye coordination there. So many goaltenders are so good with their hand-eye. You see them in the hallways juggling the tennis balls and stuff like that.
15 seconds left. We've got countdowns happening. They're wrapping it around that zone. The Vipers probably won't have time. Well, maybe. You know what? Their captain has come down. Number 74 gets it back. One more shot. Oh, that was close. Nickel once again, number 22 on the Ice Raiders, got his stick on that, and it went into the protective mesh behind the net. 3 seconds left.
That's such a hard shot for the goalie to save there. And I don't know if you saw that, but that goalie did make that save. It hit off the handle of his stick, and it was a knuckling puck from the middle of the slot, an absolute blast. The guy skated from the blue line and was wound up from about the blue line to take that shot. And, boy, it was a great save.
Yeah, well,
lucky still to be 2-1.
Yeah, very few seconds left. And they came at it pretty hard right there. I didn't think they had a lot of chances. Ladies,
That is the end of the first period of game 1.
at the end of the first period, the Vipers 2 and the Breckenridge Ice Raiders 1, or NorCal Ice Raiders 1 and the Breckenridge Vipers 2. There's a 15-minute intermission where they'll cut the ice. There'll be a couple interviews. We'll be right back.
So done with laundry.
We deserve a vacation. The sun, the sand, the little umbrellas in our drinks.
Sounds expensive.
Sounds heavenly.
You two are getting along now?
If we book on Allegiant.com,
we can get a great deal on everything.
I'm so glad we found a deal you could both agree on.
I found the deal.
No, it was my idea.
No, it was mine.
Listen to your wallet and visit Allegiant.com now.
Only $29.95. What? You're not buying this. Come on. No. Awesome. No, too expensive. Cut it out. This is embarrassing. Come on, open up. You never let me have any fun.
Hey, what about a vacation? At Allegiant.com, we can get a great deal on flights and more, and that's fun.
How come most of the time I can't get you to open up, but going on vacation is okay?
One word, Allegiant.
Listen to your wallet and visit Allegiant.com now.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2019 Mountain West Hockey League Championship weekend. They had some technical difficulties in the first period, so if you missed a little bit of it, sorry. We got it all under control right now. Score right now is 2 for the Vipers, the Breckenridge Vipers, and 1 for the NorCal Ice Raiders. Summing up that period, Rocco, let's give that to the fans, if you would.
Well, Breckenridge certainly came out hot. They really led the tempo of the first 20, or the first 10. They got a couple of key power play goals. And then NorCal started to get pucks deep and really kind of took over the end of the third period, about the last 7 minutes, and they got a nice goal themselves, a couple of chances. And then Breckenridge had a nice little pushback at the end, so we're getting ready to go and looking forward to this this second period here.
Well, second period is happening right now. The NorCal Ice Raiders are on our right, going from right to left, and the Breckenridge Vipers are on the on our left right now in the light jerseys. Working the puck in the neutral zone. NorCal works it in, and he does get a good shot, but it goes out the netting on the left side of the net. The most effective player on NorCal in the first period, I think you'd agree, Rocco, was number 22. He just gets it in. The assist of their only goal, number 20, works it into the corner. Number 99, that's kind of brash, wearing that number, coming in the right-hand side for the Vipers. Passes it over to number 14 for the Vipers, takes it across the center line, and gets it deep for them.
That's 89. Yeah.
Yeah, well, maybe, you know what? I think it's not me, it's their numbers. Number 72 takes a hit from, just swung his elbow around. Lucky not to have an elbowing penalty there, in my opinion. Works it deep. Oh, I didn't think it was icing, but icing was called. The faceoff will go down into the Ice Raiders zone, just to the goalie's right down there.
So not much happening so far, Steve-O. Just a little rope-a-dope, and just a little play back and forth, neutral zone. Not much happening so far.
It got touched up in the middle of the ice there, which took away that icing.
Breckenridge really heads up.
Oh, geez, that was coming straight at us, and went up in the mesh. It's almost comical because that one would have got both of us. I think it probably would have gone in Rocco's left ear and out the other. Face off right in front of us in the Vipers zone. Oh, nice little face-off win by number 21. Touched it ahead to himself. He's controlling it behind the net. Pinched off that puck by number 54 on the Vipers and decides to bring it up and use his player up off his left skate.
And that's one of the things that Breckenridge really does well. And I don't know why that's an icing, because I could have swore that Breckenridge's player touched that, deflected it into the zone on the other side of the red line, but I could be mistaken. But however, Breckenridge really does a really nice job, their defensemen, of getting the puck up the ice quick to their forwards.
Well, they seem to have a guy breaking more often. Oh, and a slap shot. Oh, off his blocker. Bounces in front of the net, and the Viper player has it trapped between his knees. Oh, number 21 takes a ride.
Right in front of us. We felt that.
Another decent hit. You know what? NorCal's come out to play this period. Couple
they're
shots.
Putting the pressure on, that's for sure.
Couple shots. Oh, my gosh. You know what? They're getting some good pressure.
Certainly are.
Yeah, tap out in front. Back to the defenseman, number 9. Number 27. Like you said, they got a guy going high. He's breaking and giving a guy an outlet pass.
What's going on right now is Breckenridge's defensemen are so tired right now they can't even hold on to the sticks because they've been out there for about 2 minutes. They need to get Breckenridge really needs to get a change here. They need to get a whistle. They need to get these guys off the ice.
There was a guy set up in front there, Rocco. Excuse me. Number 25 sitting there, and it's so important. Oh, and a shot on net goes in under the glove of the goalie, number 35, Engelbert. He actually looked at his players, and it was kind of cool. He tapped himself and said, yeah, I should have had that. You know, he tapped himself on the chest. But you know what? That's what happens. You put pressure on, get pucks to the net. So the score is now tied, 16:40 or 3:20 gone in the second period. The score right now is 2-2.
Yeah, and like I said, that line, I would love to have the exact times, but that line of Breckenridge was out there for about 2 minutes, and those guys, they could barely get off the ice. A couple of them I saw push each other because they could barely get off the ice, and they were so tired that they were barely moving, and NorCal just moved it around really nicely, and were able to move it around really nicely because Breckenridge's players were so tired.
They had a couple opportunities there and got a shot off, and it went off the bottom of the goalie's glove hand and snuck it in just inside that post. So face off in the NorCal zone.
Assisted by number 25, Drake DeBerry. Beliveau from DeBerry, a tying second goal.
So that goal was from Beliveau and DeBerry.
That was a great play. That was a nice play and a great save. The
Vipers bring it around the neutral zone, try to get it to the guy coming across. Oh, not that great a pass, and it's rarely a good idea when you have a weak back pass going nowhere.
Well, here's the scoop. Do you see these blue lines here, folks? Both of them, right? It's kind of the golden rule, and hold on, see here. It's kind of the golden rule, and I was always taught, and I always teach all the kids that have ever played for me or have anything to do with hockey with me, is you never make a pass or I call it the 7-foot rule. So 7 foot on each side of the blue line. Each blue line, you don't make a pass or a move because normally it's either offsides or it's in the back of your net.
Right. So NorCal's got some excellent pressure. You know, in the first 10 minutes, like you mentioned, they had very little sustained pressure. But coming into the 5-minute mark of the second period, I'd say NorCal has taken it to the Vipers as far as pressure goes.
Maybe Steve-O, it's just this side of the rink here. Maybe people just feel a lot more comfortable playing right in front of us, and maybe both teams have a bounty on our heads to see who can hit us first, but we'll see.
You know, it's amazing, and we keep mentioning number 22 Nickel. He was down on one knee and made sure he kept it in the zone. So his extra effort and talent is really shining. Not one of the bigger players, but excellent. So number 8 brings it around the back of the Breckenridge.
And I don't know if NorCal's coach was listening to me in between or when I said that in the first period about stretching them out, but they're doing that this period, and they're doing a heck of a better job of that. And but the defensemen have to make a really, really, really good hard pass. If they do that, they're going to have a lot of success, Steve-O.
So decent shot.
Yeah. Oh.
Thank you. So we've mentioned number 22 a few times, and rightly so. He was the playoff MVP last year. He's quite a player. Not sure where he played before, but he sure plays bigger than his stature. So they face off down in the Breckenridge zone. Heads up play for the captain. Oh, nice stretch pass up the middle, but the Viper player cut it off. Oh, here it goes. Number 22 Nickel off his skate. Works it back to number 4, back to number 22. Controls the play, up, swerves. Nice thought to try to get it over to the player that was open on this side, but the Viper player got his big right foot in the way and broke up that play. Number 4.
Steve, a little birdie in my ear just gave me a little background on Josiah. He actually played, and you'll love this, he's an alma mater of where your son actually played for a season, the Fresno Monsters.
Oh my gosh! Well, that's
and he's also a fellow Michigander like myself. So no wonder why he's a good player.
Well, he's connected to both of us somehow. Nice backhand with the goalie down for Remy, pinching it off under his right arm. A lot of times goaltenders will lean and they'll cheat away from the post as the play is coming across, but he held that post nicely and got it in his glove. Face off down in the Breckenridge zone, or NorCal zone. Works it into the corner. Viper player tries to touch it back to his player, but the NorCal player got that. A lot of whacking at the puck right now, just trying to make anything happen. Oh, tries a stretch pass, but the Viper player got his glove on it, kept it in the zone, and worked that puck to the net.
Yeah, and that situation there on the boards, when NorCal got that, it has to be hard and high off the boards. And just put that to a specific area or an open area on the ice in the neutral zone so that one of your teammates can skate to that. But that certainly cannot be turned over there.
No. Unless you have someone specifically that you're going to get it to, it sure can't happen that way because it just went to one of the Viper players and they got a shot on net as a result. So a face-off over defense to defense, broken up by the NorCal player from his knees, actually.
Oh, that's a big hit.
Got it over to the right D. The right D gets a good shot away, but it's broken up off the player's shin pad.
Oh, that's a. I just saw the aftermath, but it didn't look good.
I was watching the breakout. Boy, one of the Viper players, and I can't make out the number, has gone down. He's rolling around, which is never a good idea.
I think it was a cross check.
Has been consoled by Battenberg. He's got his hand on his back right now because, ooh. I don't see blood, but I do see pain. He's down on his knees. I'm hoping. It's kind of looking like he's having trouble breathing.
Well,
I hope
yeah,
that's
maybe
not the
it's
case.
the wind, or possibly maybe get caught. Maybe get cut in the not cut, but caught in the throat area, and that sometimes that really makes it hard to breathe, and it's a scary feeling. I've had that. Yeah, it is. I think that's exactly what happened. I think he might have got cross-checked right in the neck.
I'm having trouble seeing that number over there.
That's 00.
00. Okay.
One of the greatest senior A hockey numbers of all time. That's for sure.
That's true, Rocco. That's the number you wore. I know that because I ordered your jersey. So 00. Corrigan was down on the ice. He got off the ice on his own steam, but the captains are standing at the half circle, waiting for the referees to explain exactly what happened. Once again, the time remaining in the second period is 12:17. 7:43 has gone past. The score is 2-2. It was actually 2-0 at one point, and the Ice Raiders have come back nicely. The
Made it a heck of a hockey game so far.
Yeah. I was fun
to watch.
Kind of scared in the beginning because it looked like the Vipers were going to manhandle them, but all of a sudden the NorCal Ice Raiders woke up.
I do too.
Oh. Well, it looks like 20 black. The assist of the first goal for the Ice Raiders got a double minor. And to add insult to injury, the fellow who is down, Corrigan, 00, gets 2 minutes for slashing. So it's looking like the Ice Raiders are going to be shorthanded for a couple minutes.
Well, those skate 4-4, or no, sorry, 5-4. The first penalties can't or wash out.
Yeah.
So it's 5-on-4 for 2 minutes here.
5-on-4 for 2 minutes. So the Vipers do have the man advantage for 2 minutes. And as most of you know that are watching, because 00 was the reason that there was a stoppage in play. He can't be on the ice right now, but he can come out if he's fit soon enough. So they work it around the outside. The Vipers try to slip it out, but the NorCal player gets his stick on it.
But he can't, Steve-O, because he's in the sin bin for the slash.
Oh, you're right. I just had a little. Number 22, Nickel comes in shorthanded and flips it to himself and tries to get a shot away. He's a really alert player. He did look around before anything. He's got 2 players bottling him up right now. In your defensive zone, it is legal to hit it to another player in with your hand, but outside that blue line, it's not cool to do. The Vipers bring it up the left side. Drops it off to his defenseman. Gently puts it down.
A nice save.
And Remy gets his left
tough save
pad
coming
on
across in traffic.
He does come across that net pretty quickly, Rocco. He's good at that. Oh, NorCal player. Tried to play it to himself, but I think trying to get it out might have been the play, but who am I to say? Tries to sauce it over to his own player and takes a swipe at it now, high and hard off the boards, giving them an opportunity to change their players, get some fresh legs on the ice. Oh, stretch pass up to the Viper player, but it didn't quite make it. A couple, one more set of fresh legs makes it out there. Number 6 for the Ice Raiders. Number 2 for the Ice Raiders steals the puck, shorthanded once again. They've had a couple decent chances for shorthanded. Vipers are coming in 2-on-2. Gets stripped of the puck at about the blue line. Number 16 brings it across, 18 actually, and takes it in the Vipers zone. It's even. One of the best hits of the game was Viper on Viper. They look like they're no much worse for wear there, Rocco.
That's a scary situation sometimes when one guy on your team goes to make a hit on one of their players and he just does a little sloop there and goes around him and you or one of your players ends up getting hit. A lot of injuries happen that way.
Well,
so thankfully that didn't happen that time.
A lot of times your head's turned and you don't really know what's going on. You should have a swivel head when you're out here, especially going this quickly.
Here's Nickel. Let's see what nice little dish there.
Gentle pass to number 24.
Should give it back to him. Yep.
LeBlue.
He waited just a little too long to give that pass back. I would have gave it back a little sooner there. Give the guy a little more room to operate with. That's a nice play.
Yeah, 27 spins out of it behind the zone.
He never bring it to the front of the net if you're on the boards. Always keep it along the boards.
Well, next time we have a couple seconds, I want you to explain that. But 72 brings it in on the right side. Oh, gets a shot away. Doesn't
Heads
miss
up.
by that much. Here it is.
That's a good.
He was going
golden opportunity. I think if he just hangs on to that just for a second longer, he has an open net.
Yeah. Took it backhand, tried to go 5-hole, but the goalie closed it off. Number 35, Engelbert.
See now, what heads up? And what's happened in this period is Breckenridge was really stretching the NorCal out last period and really sending the wingers. But what's going on this period is NorCal is clogging up the middle, and the defenseman for Breckenridge isn't given that second look. They're always just going to their first look, which is up the middle, and you really don't want to do that, Steve-O, in hockey, is put that puck up the middle. However, if their first check is up the middle and that's not there, then they have to bounce that out to the boards.
It was a delayed offside. I thought it was a penalty being called right there, but a delayed offside. Happens in that situation as the ref puts his hand up and waits till the other team makes contact with that puck. Hey, explain what you were talking about that.
Well, it was a situation where NorCal's player had it along the boards and was coming up the boards towards the blue line, but he was still around the goal line. And instead of bringing it back towards behind the net and keeping the puck on the board side, he brought it to the middle of the ice, which is bringing the stick blade and the puck towards the middle of the ice, which he comes right into the defenseman's wheelhouse, basically, and the defenseman can just take the puck away from him. So what you have is you have two guys from Breckenridge caught behind the ice, and that allows Breckenridge to bring it up the ice.
And that's exactly what happened, Rocco.
In an odd man situation.
So the Vipers bring it out of their zone. Number 5 on the Vipers, Mines, is on defense. Brought it out end-to-end, got a good shot away, and it was a blocker save by the NorCal goalie. Chance for an odd man rush right now, but the defenseman,
holy cow.
Not only did he come back quickly, but he took the player out nicely.
72 absolutely crunched the guy, and he's going off.
Well, he's one of their smaller players, but boy, oh boy, he's probably feeling extra small now. No, the guy that he hit. Well, got it in with the pressure. Well, this is the final 2 teams, 11 teams in this league right now. They've stretched this league, the Mountain West Hockey League, all the way out to as far as Texas. Face off in the Viper zone, right in the corner once again. Touch pass up to the Viper player.
Steve-O, about that last check, I wonder if 72 Kari Martinen being Finnish, if the guy that he hit, if he thought that he was Swedish, because you know how those Finns don't like those Swedes.
That's probably a little residual.
Heads up!
Whoa!
Heads up!
Anyway, when you hear that, and that was the closest yet, because I had Rocco grabbing the back. Oh, breakaway. Oh, right pad save by the goaltender. Excellent save. One of the best saves of the night. Gets it over to his player. Try not to do too much on the inside of your zone. He's got somebody to touch it too.
That's a nice defensive play.
Yeah, it just doesn't have to do too much.
By 18, the defenseman on Nico there, who's dangerous, as we all know.
Well, you just cut him off, got his hands into his chest, and stopped his forward motion. That was excellent. Nice pass to number 21, waiting for number 72 to keep. Oh, he tries a little move. I think he was trying to get the shot away when he had number 27 Fager in, waiting for the shot. Okay. The captain of the Ice Raiders keeps it in the zone. Touch over the stick of the Vipers. Brings it in center ice. Oh, and a nice glove save by the Ice Raiders goalie. There's 5:06 to go in the second period. The tie is the score still tied at 2-2.
We have a nice little game going on here, don't we, Steve-O? It's
really?
a lot of action, back and forth, some good hits, some good plays.
First 10 minutes, really, Rocco. I didn't think it was going to be this even a match, but
I agree with you. I thought Breckenridge was going to roll right over these guys, but NorCal really settled down, and I think, like we talked about earlier, how just keeping things simple and taking the body and slowing down Breckenridge's speedier guys has really benefited them.
5 minutes left in the second period. Back to the Viper. Oh my gosh, the puck was headed to the bottom left corner, and it went off a player that looks like he was cross-checked to the ground, and
another penalty against NorCal.
Have the Vipers even had one called
and
on
another one against 20 who
Is that all three penalties on?
No, that's his second cross-checking penalty in a row, though. The first one was the 4-minute double minor.
Well, you know what? I don't want to even bring up cross-checking and minor penalties right now because of what just happened here in Vegas.
Keep in mind, we're in Las Vegas, folks.
Oh, well, you know, a lot of times what happens is people react to something and the referee will react to often the reactionary thing that happens, and they don't see the first thing that happened. Number 4 is bringing it in. Nice wrist shot, nice blocker save.
On that particular play was a spear to the nether regions.
Well, you noticed the best things, Rocco. There was a penalty on the Vipers right now. The face-off is in the offensive zone of NorCal when the penalty is on the other team. I don't see right now who the penalty is on. Can't see it. It will be announced shortly. I'm sorry. So right now we got 4-on-4 hockey. There's 1:40 left in the penalty on NorCal. And obviously, number 14, Schwab, got unsportsmanlike conduct, 2 minutes. So there's a difference of about 20 seconds between those two penalties. So it's 4-on-4 action.
And guess what? Guess what we'll see in 20 seconds, Steve-O? NorCal's first power play. See what they're all about.
For 20 seconds.
For 20 seconds.
I don't know if we'll have a good judge of how effective their power play is, but who knows? You know, there are teams that can score a lot of goals in power plays. Oh.
That's a nice.
Referees are human. One of the linesmen had forgot the fact that they were playing 4-on-4. He was trying to wave off the icing right now, but the other one.
Well, Steven, I just forgot that both penalties still had a minute left, and they're only going to have a 20-second power play. So, hey, we're only human.
So 4-on-4 action right now. There's a lot of ice out there. So the NorCal player pokes it off the Viper stick. He fires it in. It's almost like they're both playing like they're shorthanded right now. Okay, it almost made it to the full mask to number 6.
Uh-oh.
There's some good active sticks. Go and release that quickly. Heck of a snatch up by number 17, Witten.
Oh, it's a nice move. That's a great pass.
Oh, my gosh. Number 20 came in. And
the long-haired Alex McGillney, if you will, 89, made a beautiful pass to number 20.
20 came in and let a nice wrist shot go. But
89, Garrett Bailey to 20, Michael Fisk. It was a beautiful play by Garrett.
Well, it was an excellent, but better play by the goaltender Remy down there, shooting his glove hand out and catching that. Oh, here comes
Nickel.
Oh my gosh, he's just a smart player. There are some players that just do a lot of things right. You know what this is? Oh, no icing. Number 18 on the Vipers was thinking it was probably going to be icing if he just slowed down a bit, but that's not the way it works here. It was called off. Number 7. Whoops! Okay, wraps it around the boards. Number 27 keeps it in the zone. LeBleu, number 24, ties his man up in the corner, touches it back. Oh, it had an opportunity to. Oh my gosh! Here I am questioning his lack of pass to the defenseman, and he sent it to the front of the net for a tip. He tried to keep it in the zone, dropped that leg down, number 18, but didn't quite happen that way. 27 chips it into the corner. LeBleu cutting off this side. Tries kind of a random shot here. Vipers bring it up the left side of the goalie, bringing it in. Number 8 circles around, tries to get it over to his player, but it's cut off by number 4 for Breckenridge. Oh, and this number 21's got some wheels, brings it in. Nice little three-way passing play. Trying to, nice little stretch pass, number 74. Oh, and a heck of a pad save. 74 on the Vipers, gets it to the front of the net, but there was nobody there to receive it. So off the boards, number 21 brings it in once again. He's got some 71, sorry.
1 minute remaining to play here in period number 2. 1 minute.
1 minute to play in the second period. And a goal by number 4, putting the Ice Raiders in the lead for the first time. 3 unanswered goals. Oh. He was in the right place at the right time.
Braden Crush, he crushed it home.
Braden Crush, as you said, crushed it in the top right corner. Maybe they've noticed.
Nice work down there by 71 to poke that puck free. Braden just absolutely buried it top shelf.
That was amazing. It was on and off his stick so fast, and that's the key right there. Is somebody else like you would do all the work, and I stand in front of the net and knock it in. Anyway, nice shot. 48 seconds left, and currently 3-2 for the Ice Raiders.
NorCal Ice Raiders, their third goal. Go ahead, third goal. Scored by number 4, Braden Crush. Assisted by number 71, Matt Quilley.
That goal was assisted by Quayle, so it was
for the Ice Raiders.
Crush from Quayle. 20 seconds left in the first play. Oh, tries to get another shot away, number 17, Witten.
Nice play to keep it deep.
Yeah, LeBleu just chips it out. Nice little sauce pass.
Here we go. Give it to him. Oh, it was a nice try.
Number 5 seconds left. You know, there 2 seconds left, and the goalie for the Vipers smartly freezes the puck.
NorCal is all over Breckenridge right now.
There is absolutely no way I thought it was going to be as tight a game as it is. But I really applaud the NorCal Ice Raiders. The Vipers are playing fine hockey and so on, but it's just that team really had to wake up. 2 seconds left. It's going to be hard for them to score. He tried to get a shot away. So at the end of 2 periods, with the 3 unanswered goals for the NorCal Ice Raiders, it's 3 for the Ice Raiders, and 2 for the Vipers. Thank you for tuning in. And we'll talk to you. There's a 15-minute break. We're going to do some interviews in between periods. Go grab a refreshing beverage. Okay. We'll talk to you in a few minutes.
Shots on goal that second.
So done with laundry.
We deserve a vacation. The sun, the sand, the little umbrellas in our drinks.
Sounds expensive.
Sounds heavenly.
You two are getting along now?
If we book on Allegiant.com,
We can get a great deal on everything.
I'm so glad we found a deal you could both agree on.
I found the deal.
No, it was my idea.
No, it was mine.
Listen to your wallet and visit Allegiant.com now.
Only $29.95. What? You're not buying this. Come on. No.
Awesome.
No, too expensive.
Cut it out. This is embarrassing.
Come on, open up. You never let me have any fun.
Hey, what about a vacation? At Allegiant.com, we can get a great deal on flights and more, and that's fun.
How come most of the time I can't get you to open up, but going on vacation is okay?
One word, Allegiant.
Listen to your wallet and visit Allegiant.com now.
We just finished up the second period, and I'm talking to Braden Crush, who just scored the lead goal.
Yeah, I mean, we came out slow. Our heads were a little big because we've gone undefeated this season, and Breckenridge put it to us in the first. And second period, we finally got pucks deep, and Q was working it down low, and the puck popped out front. I was lucky to get it in there.
So you finished the first period a goal behind, and you ended the second period a goal ahead. Do you have a plan for the rest of the night?
Yeah, I mean, we were asleep in the first. I mean, they should have been up 4 or 5 goals, but Mac came up big for us, made some big saves at the end of the first, and coach woke us up in the intermission, and we were lucky to get out of there. So hopefully in the third we just keep it up, get pucks deep, and come out with a W.
Undefeated season, reigning champions. What are your plans?
Just repeat tomorrow, bring it home in 2.
All right, we're talking to Braden Crush. I'm JJ Wilder. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm talking to Derek Scanlon from the Breckenridge Vipers. You had an assist for your second goal?
Yep, we had 2 power plays. I happened to assist on the second goal for Rick's goal in the first period. You know, we got to capitalize on those power plays. It's helping us out big time.
So you started out strong in the first period. You had 2 goals, and now you're a goal behind. You got a plan for the next period?
We just got to get back to what we did in the first period. We got to get pucks deep, shoot as much as we can. In the first period, we shot plenty of pucks, and then the last 2, we kind of got away from that.
Well, thanks for checking out the MWHL Network. We're just about to start the 3rd period of the 2019 final season.
Welcome back for period 3 in the Mountain West Hockey League championship weekend. Rocco, you know what? If I was a betting man, I would have said that the score right now in the first 10 minutes, the Williwack Vipers came out, would be like 8-0. Then all of a sudden, out come the NorCal Ice Raiders and say, no, we got something to say about that. What do you think?
Well, number one, Steve-O, you are a betting man.
Oh, yeah.
I've been with you many times when you bet horses and all kinds of other things. Well, and we had a great time last Sunday in the sportsbook betting horses, by the way. But that's a different story.
Well, I think what? We had the most teeth of everyone in there. That was amazing.
I think you're exactly right. I think that we all thought that Breckenridge was going to really take command of this game, judging by the first 10 minutes of that first period. But ever since then, NorCal has come out and got back to even there and really took it to them in the second period.
Well, 3 unanswered goals. The face-off has just happened. It looks like it's no icing. They just touched it on the way in. Currently, there are no penalties on the board, and the NorCal Ice Raiders on our left in the dark in the LA Kings colors jerseys, and then the Vipers on our right in the white jerseys. Anyway.
Those are the old Detroit Vipers jerseys. It was an IHL team, which is the IHL now is the AHL. They combined, and but that was the Detroit Vipers, the format there, and that was a pretty cool thing because when the strike was going on, I think it might have been in '94. Wayne Gretzky brought like a team of all-stars, all of his buddies, and they toured North America, and they actually played the Vipers. I went and saw them, and it was such a great thing to watch all these great NHL players play. It was a great game.
Nice of Wayne to do that. He's done a lot of philanthropic things over the years. It's nice he's still doing that kind of thing. The Viper player number 89 coming and chasing down the NorCal player does get it out. Witten tries to get it to number 6. Beliveau, who was involved in, I think it was the second goal. And the Viper goaltender said enough of that and freezes the puck down in their zone. 18:52 left in the third period.
Braden Crush is out for your NorCal Ice Raiders.
And he was the goal scorer on that third goal, got control of it on and off his stick in no time and over the glove hand.
That's a nice play by 24, LeBleu. Broke that, it could have gone badly for NorCal there, and he stepped up and made a nice defensive play and then pushed the place into the offensive zone.
Icing is called on the Vipers, so the puck will come back into their zone for the face-off. It's nice the play's been down there because we have not had the puck come anywhere near our faces for a couple of minutes now.
That's a good thing.
The Viper player wins it and tries to get it to his player, pressured by number 24, LeBleu. Oh, knocks him on his bottom.
Again there, it's just that's a penalty. It's a trip.
It was a trip. You know what? When you got a player like number 22 on NorCal, the nickel, you know, he would draw a lot of penalties because he's just spinning in and out of a lot of stuff. So
looks like one of our fellow paisanos, Anthony Gallo, picked up that tripping call for Breckenridge.
So Breckenridge will be shorthanded for 2 minutes unless, of course, a goal does happen. And as you know, he would come out of the box. So works it back to number 7, the defenseman. Uses his defensive partner, number 4. 17 back to NorCal, working the puck around nicely. Back to the defenseman, over to the right winger. He gets control, number 21.
Yeah, that's nice. Nice patience to hang on to it there. I don't like that play.
I don't know about that. He gave the Viper
this is what happens
for a
right
breakaway. Here. And nice pad save by the NorCal goalie. There was a breakaway, and it didn't really have to happen. Number 22 breaks in. Oh, my
That's
gosh.
a penalty.
Well, once again,
that's going to be a hold.
Like I was saying, maybe a hold, maybe a hook.
So right now, they took the goalie off the ice to put the sixth player out there, so it would have been 6 on 4, but Breckenridge touched up real quick.
So it looks like it's going to be 5-on-3 play. There's 1:09 left in the first penalty on the Vipers, and the next one just hit the clock, so there's a 51-second differential between the two, but it's 5
and that's 18, Derek Scanlon.
Derek Scanlon does get that penalty. 72 wins the draw. You know, at 5-on-3, it's crucial to just take your time, work it around. Don't try to make more happen.
Yeah, you have to take your time. There's a goal.
Oh, there's a one-timer. They worked it in, went to the left side of that goalie, and 4 unanswered goals for the NorCal Ice Raiders. So that one kind of, the goalie made that stop, but unfortunate for the Vipers, the puck did go over to one side and just slammed it into that open net.
Right now for Breckenridge, it's kind of, pardon the pun, but they're skiing uphill right now. It's going to be tough to come back, and especially right now since they're doing a lot of puck watching. They're not moving their feet. They're puck watching, and look at yes, they're still on the PK, but not a lot of work going on here right now. I don't know if they're tired or what, but
I did talk to the Breckenridge coach in between periods, and we were talking about the fact that they did make an adjustment and closed off the middle. The Vipers were using the middle a lot and getting pretty free rein into their zone, and NorCal impressively adjusted that and closed down the middle.
Into the zone so easily.
It's still
it's a nice defensive play.
Still 5-on-4 for NorCal. They're changing a couple players up, taking their time. Good. Number 4 comes in, gets a good snapshot off, but it's off the goalie's right shoulder. Oh, works it over to number 4 once again. Oh, gets a little wrist shot off in tight. Oh, there's a bit of a scrum going on in front of the net. Let the refs jump in and whistle that dead.
Truss tried to put that top shelf there where the grandma hides the cookies, but it just kind of came off his heel a little weird there.
Well, I couldn't do a lot of sugar, so Grandma didn't have cookies on any shelf at my house. So number 7 brings it in. Whips it around.
Does your current wife know that?
But that I can't do sugar?
Yeah, because it looks like you've been eating a lot of cookies.
No. Oh, I'm not even going to go there, Rocco. You just opened a can of cookies on that one. Worked it behind the net, number 27. A good defensive play by number 54 on the Vipers. Trying to keep them to the outside. 5 seconds left in the penalty. Goalie's probably going to be slapping his stick any second now, saying that they're even. You can hear it in the background. The Viper player is on the ice right now.
And Mac Reamy down here is, I don't know. Oh, there's another one.
Oh. Number 17, Witten, turned around, barely got anything on it. It was almost off the top of his stick, which kind of helped it just kind of flip-flop into the top of the net. It's tough for a goalie to stop something that was end over end.
Yeah, when he turned around there, he just kind of swatted at the puck and he hit it with the toe of his stick, like you say, and it was kind of end over end, and it was hard for the goalie to pick up. As I was going to say, 41 here, Mac Reamy, the goalie for NorCal. I didn't really notice it the first period. I don't know if it's just because Breckenridge was applying a lot of pressure, but he's really vocal and very loud, and that's great to have a goalie like that. I always like playing with a goalie like that because they can help your defensemen out and they help your players out so much.
Well, communication is the key in
usually
in anything. I can remember some vocal goalies from days gone by that I'm going to well, you know what? The relationship with the commissioner of this league goes back a long ways, and you know, friendships last an awful long time. Even one of the beauties of hockey is you can be combatants on the ice and sitting down for a beer 5 minutes after the game. One of the things I like most about the game. But anyway, back to the game. Vipers, it's going to be an icing, so we have more time for
NorCal has absolutely beaten Breckenridge at every loose puck this period, pretty much anyways. They're all over, and Breckenridge has just stopped skating and are just a bunch of bystanders right now. like standing on the freeway watching the cars go by. They're not moving. All they're doing is puck watching.
Well, you know what? Unless they make the decision to turn it around right now, they are a little bit behind the 8 ball. It's 5 unanswered goals. They scored the first 2, and then let NorCal make some adjustments, get back in the game, and now they have, let's call it momentum, because 5 goals in a row is pretty one-sided. They can turn it around.
Yes, they can. They have a lot of offensive punch and firepower on Breckenridge's roster, and they certainly can turn it around with a little bounce here or a generous hop here, and could change the tide here.
So in the corner, the captain of the team, number 8, Nash, takes it over to his defensive partner, who should take it up the boards. Was touched, which would negate an icing. Once again, neutral zone, backwards pass to nowhere. Never a good thing.
No, you can't do that. If you want to get in this game, you got to make good passes. You got to make good hockey plays. Yeah. And that's not a good hockey play.
The goalie down for the Vipers has made an awful lot of good saves. Made another one where he was down in the butterfly position and kept his stick between his legs, which is a good thing. A lot of goals score in the 5-hole because goalies these days just don't have the blade down on the ice.
Yeah.
Viper player taking his time, waiting for a little bit of a line change, and
now all NorCal is doing is just clogging up the middle of the ice and not letting Breckenridge do anything.
So what just happened is, because the Mountain West Hockey League plays with NHL rules, what happened was the I think it was a Viper player shot it over the glass, which would be like into the stands, the equivalent of, and it looks like they called a delay of game penalty.
From their blue line, or in the Breckenridge's zone, don't forget.
Right. So if it's inside the blue line, which happened in the last NHL game, they were trying to debate whether it was inside the blue line. So,
and it was funny, in that game, it was, I believe it was Washington and Carolina. And Carolina, we all know, ended up winning that game. But a couple plays before, and this was in overtime too, by the way, the Carolina player, Washington player was about 2 feet in the blue line, and he flipped it to the other side of the ice, and it went over the glass, and the referees missed the call, and Carolina a couple plays later did the same thing. However, the referee saw the call that time and called it on Carolina.
It's amazing when some referees will call something that they don't see, but I think what happened in Las Vegas has made the referees huddle a lot more in the last few days. I think you've noticed that. Anyway, NorCal keeps it in their zone. They've got the man advantage. There's 1 minute left in the penalty and 11:09 left in the third period. The score right now is 5-2 for the NorCal Ice Raiders over the Breckenridge Vipers.
All right. Let's see if Breckenridge can kill this penalty off, and once they do so, I expect to see a rush from Breckenridge here, Steve. All hands on deck, and we'll see a rush here, and they got to try and get a goal.
Well, they're going to have to. You know what? The next goal is crucial. If they are going to have a comeback, they're going to have to start maybe taking some chances, which sometimes opens the floodgates even worse, but they're going to have to maybe have 3 guys high, maybe take some chances that they wouldn't necessarily take if the game was a little closer. Score right now, once again, is 5-2, as mentioned.
You know, Steve-O, I played senior hockey after my professional career, and I played for a team called the War Road Lakers, and we actually won 3 Allen Cups, which is a really big deal in Canada, and when I played with them, my line mate was Dave Christian, who won the 1980 gold medal, and had a long, illustrious career in the National Hockey League. But anyways, it was great hockey, and sometimes when you see this level of hockey, you don't see many systems, and it's just kind of kind of a free-for-all. But I'll tell you, these two teams right here, both of them have really nice system work, and it's really good to see, and it's surprising and it's very good to see. And you could tell that these guys in this league, especially with the expanding league, they know that there's a lot of good talent coming in this league and through this league, and they have to really practice and put a lot of work into their systems work, which is it's great to see.
You'd never know it, but
heads up here.
That's one of the reasons why these two teams are in the finals. As I do the PA announcing through the season and so on, I have announced for both of these teams when they were visiting here in town. And
that's nice work.
And
walk.
At least 2/3 of
Shot.
the team. Oh, nice. The goalie controlled the rebound. The defenseman was there to help him. The puck's
there. It is.
Working its way, then the goalie alertly freezes the puck. As you were saying, the Mountain West Hockey League provides undrafted junior and college players with a path to professional leagues in North America and Europe. You know what? There are a lot of these, players and a lot of these teams that take it seriously. It is.
I'm a living proof. I actually played for a team called the Las Vegas Royals here way back before the Mountain West League, and we had an all-star cast. We had a few NHL guys, Randy Burridge and Gordy Mark, and a lot of college guys, and I had a really good year, and it just so happened that the next year the ECHL Las Vegas Wranglers were in town, and they gave me an invite to come out to their training camp, and I actually signed a contract with them, and it was a great experience, and unfortunately the NHL strike happened that year, so Calgary was the Wranglers were the farm team for Calgary Flames, and Calgary sent a bunch of their guys down, and so I was released, but it was a great experience, and it allowed me, a league like this allowed me to play in the ECHL.
Oh, an amazing save.
What
by
a great save.
He came across, Remy came across so quickly, left to right, got his blocker out there. He's long and lanky and verbal, like you said. And he's,
that's a huge save there, Steve-O. That will be that's a game saver.
Yeah, when you're watching hockey and they'll say, well, remember that save. You know what? That one very easily could have been in.
Absolutely.
And Remy, the goalie, kept this a 5-2 game. 8:19 left in the third period. Thanks for your input there, Rocco. And
just to add on that, the history of this league is becoming a heck of a story, because there's when there was the strike a few years back, a lot of the guys, it's the trickle down effect. So a lot of the guys in the the ECHL didn't have a home, didn't have a place to play, so a lot of them came down here and played for that time, however long it was during the season. So a lot of guys have come through here, and it just speaks volumes for this league and how far it's come and what great work the higher ups have done, and Tom Brown and the commissioners and it's just everybody involved.
Well, 2012 it was developed, and timing couldn't have been better. They've got, as mentioned before, teams that stretch all the way to Texas. 11 current teams right now. One of them is on hiatus. But I got to tell you, the level of hockey for the teams that take this league seriously is impressive. Every time I see it, I wish more people could see it.
Right there, have a little patience there. Take your time. He made a really nice play coming across the blue line, establishing the zone. Beautiful play, and then he makes a shot at the net here where there's a lot of traffic, but not good traffic. Kick that back out. I'd like to see 14 there for Breckenridge, which is Caleb Schwab. Kick that back out and just use a little more patience there. There's time left. There's time left.
Isn't it amazing if, there are a lot of players that slow, like Mario Lemieux used to slow the entire game down because he would just be patient. He'd let people skate right by him. And it's amazing how many people will force the issue. We're not berating, we're not speaking poorly of it, but if you just take your time, do the doable. Like when you're golfing and you try to make it over too much water, just do the doable, chip it out of the woods. And
special players have the ability to do that, and oh, here we go.
Oh.
And slow the game down to their pace.
When you hear that tone in Rocco's voice, it means the puck just came close to us again. So there's 6:54.
I have enough fake teeth. I don't need any more.
6:54 left in the third period. Tomorrow's game is at 4:15.
That's it.
Right here at Sobe Ice Arena at the Fiesta Casino
Good.
on Rancho here in Las Vegas. There's 13 seconds left in the penalty against NorCal right now. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, if you make sure you're looking on YouTube at YouTube/NWHL WHL. The league website is
MWHL.net. Not too often are you tongue-tied, Steve-O.
No, that's why I've said Mountain West Hockey League every time, because you know what? Anyway, make sure you check it out, MWHL.net. I was just getting that Halls out of the side of my face.
Were you doing your karaoke or impression of Crash Test Dummy song? Mm-hmm.
That was the one.
I think so.
Yeah, that was my mime. Oh, 2-on-1. Oh, squeezed it under his left armpit.
Matt Greamy is really feeling it here.
It's amazing. Those first few goals, they were, not bad, but they were kind of suspect, and crawled up his stick and over his body, and we're watching this, but he's
certainly made up for that.
Period. He hasn't let any goals in for about 2.5 periods.
Yep.
So the Vipers, they really evenly matched.
This is the Game of Thrones line here.
Oh, I hope you can see what he's talking about here, because it really does. Geldof would be proud. So, Mountain West Hockey League, once again, been around since 2012, and it's given so many people so many opportunities to continue their passion, and also fans to have a great product to watch. Icing, bringing it down to our zone once again, just to the right of Remy, the goalie. .5:28 left in the third period. Score remains right now at 5-2. Number 4 for the Vipers loses the draw, wraps it around the boards. Thrown behind the net. There's a little bit of pressure by the Vipers and some stick work going on behind the scenes. Kind of alley-oop out of the net, or out of the zone. Number 5 almost tried to force the issue and decided to skate the puck up. Right-hand side, gets a shot away, and Remy, the goalie, calmly controls that right at eye level.
Now there's only 5 minutes left, 5:02, and Breckenridge realizes that they need a goal badly here, but that's not going to do it. A shot off your off foot coming down the right side and right into the goalie's trap, or you're not going to score from there. You better just to bring it deep, and if you're tired, try to keep it deep and let your guys come down and help you out there. There it is. Oh my goodness.
Oh, there's a mad scramble in front of the net. The puck's still open. The refs can still see it.
Still loose.
They can still see it.
And
the
we
goalie's
found it
lost
here.
his stick. Well, noticing the fact that there was a pile up in front of the net. Number 18 for NorCal skates it up himself. The goalie helps him.
Look out.
Get her over to that side.
Yeah, that's a huge hit. Wow, and another one. Here we go.
A little bit of a scrum happening at the blue line.
And behind the net.
You know what? This is a lot of times what happens when there's 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in a game and the score is 5-2. The team that's behind wants to leave a message to say, hey, we're going to be here tomorrow at 4:15, so don't forget about this. There's some chirping going on. The Vipers are on their way by.
And NorCal certainly isn't backing down by any means, and they're making their own statement.
So it looks like number 27 for NorCal was in a little bit of a hugging match, and I don't know who's in there for the Vipers. But the face-off's going to be directly in front of us and to the right of Remy, the goalie for NorCal. It should be a little 4-on-4 hockey, offsetting penalties right now.
It's 20 Michael Flicks for Breckenridge, and Zeph Fagergren for NorCal.
Oh, number 6 got an excellent chance. There's a lot of room out there right now with 4-on-4 hockey. Number 4 gets a nice shot away, actually. You know, Rocco was talking about when he brought it in the zone and he tried to force a puck in there, but there were 6 players in between him and the goal. That's not a great idea. Number 4 for NorCal turned around and noticed there was
That's your buddy room. Crush.
Yeah, I got a crush on him.
You got a crush on Crush.
Another Vipers, number 9, brings it in the corner, looks around. You know, the NorCal's really good at forcing them to the... Whoa. Ooh, I think here, contact right in front of us. Vipers are running out of time with 3:37 left on the clock. Some of them trying to do maybe a little bit more by themselves than they should. They should use their teammates. Some nice body contact going down in the far end in the Viper zone. And out comes number 74, captain of the Vipers. Looking around, trying to find a player. He's got number 9. Actually quite a nice play.
That's up here.
Whoop! It's coming right at our faces. And good pressure. You know what? When it's 5-2, a lot of times teams will do something called 1-2-2. They'll put one guy, well, there's a bit of some stuff going on at the other zone. And one guy high, two guys mid, and 2 guys deep. Because they don't really need any goals. They just want to keep you from scoring any goals. In comes number 89. Well, I called brash earlier for wearing Gretzky's number, but I was wrong. Offside currently. In comes 0-0, who was involved with one of the goals earlier. They're probably going to just rotate through the lines.
That's it. Right now, you just want to get it deep. If you're NorCal, you want get it across the red line, get it deep. You go hard for 20 seconds, you get off. Yeah. All you want to do is get the puck out, get the puck in, and get off.
Yeah, out, in, off. 2 minutes left in
That's it.
The game. And I'm glad that we're the only 2 people you can hear right now. So,
heads up! Yeah.
Anyway, so the puck came.
Well, Wise must have been hearing about me talking about him in the first and second period about not getting the puck deep. And giving the puck up about 4 times inside the blue line because he just fired a puck at our heads.
Anyway, so 2 minutes, minute 48 left on the clock, and a 2-minute penalty was called on NorCal for delay of game.
NorCal ice race penalty number 2, Sean Wise, is a line penalty for delay of the game.
Well, the puck came over come over the glass untouched by anybody, but it almost touched us. Holy cow. Okay, so number 9 brings it in over the blue line and tries to backhand saucer pass over to his player. Some nice pressure going on right now. And off the post.
Off the post.
It's minute 11 left in the game. 5-2 is the current score. The Vipers obviously have the man advantage and got some excellent pressure going.
I don't know why they didn't pull their goalie.
1 minute remaining to play here in.
And there's 1 minute left in the game. Oh, a little bit high to the outside. Number 9 once again has an excellent shift. Oh, the defenseman's got a great opportunity to shoot, but he sent it over to a worse angle than he had originally. 38 seconds left in the game. 5-2 is the current score.
I don't know why Breckenridge didn't pull their goalie in that situation there. As soon as that penalty was called against NorCal, you got to think that they're pulling their goalie here. 6-on-4. I mean, what do they have to lose at that point?
No, at that point, they're not going for goals against right now. It's not a differential. Well, nice forwarding pass to number 20. Brings it across the blue line. Keeps his balance. Oh, nice defensive play by Witten, number 17. Once again, he looked in our direction but backed around. He must have known we didn't need a puck in our faces again. Well, that was a heck of a comeback win. 5 unanswered goals for the NorCal Ice Raiders. 5 unanswered goals, and they won the game 5-2. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow's game is at 4:15. Tune in.
Two shots on goal that third period for the Vipers.
MWHL, or their website is MWHL.net. I got it out that time. Excellent performance by the goaltender Remy. He let 2 early goals in.
That's for sure.
And then held them off for the last 50 minutes, scoreless. So, ladies and gentlemen, make sure.
Looking forward to see if Breckenridge can bounce back tomorrow and cause a game 3. They definitely have their back against the wall right now. That first win is very important. And we'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, looking forward to it. If there is a game 3, that'll be at 2:20 on Sunday, right here at Sobe Ice Arena. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Mountain West Hockey League Hockey thanks you for tuning in, and good night and be safe.
So done with laundry.
We deserve a vacation. The sun, the sand, the little umbrellas in our drinks.
Sounds expensive.
Sounds heavenly.
You two are getting along now?
If we book on Allegiant.com,
we can get a great deal on everything.
I'm so glad we found a deal you could both agree on.
I found the deal.
No, it was my idea.
No, it was mine.
Listen to your wallet and visit Allegiant.com now.
We've just finished up Game 1 of the 2019 MWHL Final Series. I'm talking to Jesse here, who scored a power play goal in the third period. Can you tell us about that?
So the Vipers went down 2 guys. It was a 5-on-3. We practiced it at practice. I was lucky enough to be open on the far side. Lane saw me, a little traffic in front, chipped it over, and I just put everything I could on it, buried. Really good insurance goal. Boys needed it.
So you've been undefeated all season, including tonight. It's the finals. Do you think we're going home on Saturday or Sunday?
We want to take it home tomorrow. Saturday would be ideal. Just finish it strong. Don't even risk it. What we got to do is just keep banging bodies, stay physical, keep doing what we're doing, and I think we'll take it on tomorrow.
Thanks, Jesse. This is Jesse Vaninsky from the NorCal Ice Raiders, and I'm JJ Wilder. You're watching the MWHL Network. Come down tomorrow at 4:15 for Game 2 of the 2019 Final Series.
Only $29.95.
What? You're not buying this. Come on. No.
Awesome.
No, too expensive.
Cut it out. This is embarrassing.
Ah. Come on, open up. You never let me have any fun.
Hey, what about a vacation? At Allegiant.com, we can get a great deal on flights and more, and that's fun.
How come most of the time I can't get you to open up, but going on vacation is okay?
One word, Allegiant.
Listen to your wallet and visit Allegiant.com now.